All right, no way. No way you let this man get a freaking hand in your collar like that. And he sent it up. What? You didn't even try to escape. What up, guys? It's your favorite purple belt, Eric Abram, in the building. We're back here reacting to a video called I entered a BJJ competition to prove that it doesn't work. This guy's like a white belt, I guess. Let's check this out to see if this guy is holding on to some truths, man, because you guys know I've been doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for about almost 9 years now. Got my purple belt, got my 4th stripe on there. Getting close to that brown belt, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of know what I'm talking about just a little bit. Just a little bit. Not too much, but just a little bit. So let's just check this video out, man, see what this guy's hitting on, man, because, you know, I did a competition before, and it did not go my way. All right, let's check it out.
Today, I'm entering a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament to prove...
Wait, where's this at, by the way? This guy has an accent. Jesse Unkamp. I don't know what, maybe he tells us. Hold on.
That it doesn't work. Just prove my point.
All right.
They say 90% of fights end up on the ground.
True. Well, I thought it was 80%, but we'll go with 90. I don't know if you're right about that, but we'll go with 90. All right, we'll figure. Okay.
100% start standing up, and that's where we want the fight.
I mean, unless you in the gym, I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know about the first stat, but the second stat, it means there may be some truth to that. But like, you go into a jiu-jitsu school, man, there are a lot of schools that do not start on the feet. It's insane, and you wonder why BJJ guys can't do takedowns.
Fight to end.
Because this is the last place you want to be in a street fight.
All right.
I think Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu only works if you play along with it, and to prove.
I mean, yeah. I mean, kind of like when you think about, you know, when you're doing jiu-jitsu in the gym, there's like some positions you can just literally just stand up from. Like someone has me, let's say somebody has me in half guard. If I don't want to play their game, if I want to play jiu-jitsu that day, I'll just stand up, high step out, and I'm good to go. Right? Same thing with like any position. Like, let's say I'm in like, let's say somebody's has my back or whatever. I go to turtle or whatever. I can literally stand up from there. Or someone has me in mount, I can literally spaz out, go crazy, and just stand up. So there's some truth to that.
Prove my point, I'm gonna enter a tournament on the street and simply stand up. First,
what did I just say? What did I just say? Simply just stand up. At the end of the day, if you don't want to play jiu-jitsu, just stand up, man. Like, it is what it is. Okay, why does he have on those? First of all, hold on. Let me just pause real quick. Guys, if you are training in another martial art, whether it be Kempo, karate, judo, or I don't know, anything else like that requires you to wear a belt. If you are not a black belt in that particular martial art, do not wear your black belt. That is confusing, and it is misleading, and it's not correct. You are in a totally different sport. I'm not gonna go take a basketball and try to play football with it. I mean, I don't know if that analogy works, but maybe the jersey, I don't know. But do not wear your belt from another martial art when you're on the mats with a jiu-jitsu player, because it looks like this black belt's getting smashed by this purple belt, even though this guy's actually a white belt in jiu-jitsu.
Okay, turns out standing up is much harder than I thought.
And again, he has on like the wrong kind of gi anyway.
Hold you down.
I want a new opponent.
All right, that was freaking ads, man.
It's just a brown belt.
Yeah, this brown belt's smoking this guy.
Chokes me
like I said before, he has like the wrong type of gi. Like his gi is very thin. It could easily be ripped if somebody were to grab it. A little Ezekiel choke there.
Call this an Ezekiel choke.
Bro, if you get caught, me and my homeboy Marcus talk about this. Marcus Brimage, by the way, UFC veteran. We always talk about like, yo, if you're getting freaking caught and submitted with an Ezekiel choke, it's a problem, bro. Like we hear him talk like, hey man, I haven't been caught with an Ezekiel choke since white belt. I mean, granted, this guy's a white belt, but at the same time, it's like we made this funny joke of like, Dude, if you're getting caught in Ezekiel's, bro, you need to give your belt away because there's no way you should be a freaking purple belt getting caught in freaking Ezekiel chokes, man. That's just insane.
I know how it works. I can easily avoid it.
Got it. All right, he's
My
going with a
last
black
opponent
belt
was a
now.
black belt. Luckily, I'm both younger and stronger.
Don't matter. He got good technique.
But
Crucifix
every
action.
time I try to stand up,
Yep.
it ends the same way. This is not what I had in mind.
Put him in a guillotine there. Once again, man, like people say, you know, belts don't mean anything. To a certain extent, they're correct. But when you got a guy who's fresh off the street going to like a black belt, I don't care if he's 70, you're going to get work.
That's when my brother
Straight
Oliver
up.
appears.
Not as easy as you thought.
All right, I'm going to skip some of this. I just want to get to the comp. Where's the comp? Hold on, what's he doing? What is this? Hold on.
Around, no one's ever gonna hold me down. I'm the around. I am not afraid.
Can you imagine if you go to a guy in a street fight, you just lay on your back and open your legs? He gonna think you something wrong with you, bro. He got the right gear on this time. Let's go to the competition footage. Is he in this one? Let's check it out.
Might start raining. If that happens, my plan might not work.
Okay, that's not even him. Where's his match? Okay, is this his match? Yeah. All right, let's check out his match. First
Fight
start
starts,
standing.
My opponent
They start gripping a little bit.
immediately tries to grab my sleeve. All I want to do
Strip the
is
grip.
push his hands away.
So he's pushing.
That's when he
Pushing.
does something I never imagined.
Pulls guard
He
probably.
just lies down and tries to pull me on top of him.
All right, look, white belt, if you're going to pull guard, have a plan. Like, I don't know if you're trying to pull guard to half or pull guard to the full. I mean, the close guard or pull guard to do a sweep. Look, he just sat down like a chair.
But of course, it doesn't work.
Yeah, he barely even had a grip. Like, first establish your grips. Get you a collar sleeve grip. If you're going to pull guard, foot in the hip, sit down. Please do not jump guard. My God, I've seen so many bad injuries with that. But like, dude, if you're going to pull guard, have a freaking plan, dude. Like, pull half guard or pull close guard or pull something. Like, dude, what the crap?
Just stand up. Now my
Back at
opponent
it.
grabs my lapel.
Fighting,
So I try to
hand
strip
fighting,
his wrist
strip,
off
strip.
with both hands. But his grip is too good.
His grip is
That's
too
when he
good.
tries to pull me down again.
That was a little sacrifice throw. Is very, very sloppy. I mean, I'm being very critical of these white belts. I'm sorry, but he's never practiced that takedown in his life. He's never practiced that takedown in his life, and you can tell it was so sloppy.
But I just pop
All right,
back
he's in
up
single
and
leg.
move away.
We'll try to. They jumped out.
I can sense that my opponent is getting frustrated because I refuse to go down to the ground with him.
Okay, that was almost. Wait, hold on. Was that a trip?
Down with him.
I mean, if the judges weren't looking, that could be considered a trip takedown, even though dude's falling straight back like that. Usually we fall into your side or something like that. But it felt like he was going to try to pull guard anyway, and his foot just tapped him. But I don't know if that's a foot trip takedown or not. Okay.
That's when he
Stands
tries
up
a new
again.
tactic.
He's going to do
He
something.
goes for a foot sweep. I decide to return the favor, but it fails.
These foot
But
sweeps
luckily,
are
he
so
just
bad.
lies down
What
anyway.
what are you
This is
doing,
when I
bruh?
realized that all my training
Okay, he has a lower lapel grip. I don't know if he's trying to grab his leg with his left hand right now. I can't really tell because it's black on black gi. But man, like, bro, if you're gonna pull guard, have a plan.
has made me overqualified for this
Oh my
tournament.
God, this dude.
Because I'm
This dude is fighting with signs, bro.
standing up on the ground.
Is that a rock? Okay, what is
That's
this?
when the referee suddenly stops the action.
He gonna give him a tech.
Apparently, I've broken some kind of rule.
So, for those who don't know, when you're in a BJJ competition, and if you are actively not trying to engage your opponent, they will give you a penalty because you are not pressing the action, you are not engaging, you are not trying to pass the guard, you're not trying to submit, you're not trying to sweep, you're not trying to do anything. You're just basically stalling until the time runs out, and basically you're trying to get to a draw, or let's say you scored a point early in the match, you got a trip takedown or whatever. Guys will try to stall until the time's over so they can win by 1 point or win by 2 points or whatever. I mean, by 2 points, 4 points, 1 point, whatever. So that's kind of like a tactic that people use whenever they're doing competitions. But I don't think he knows that. But that's exactly what he's doing.
It tells
All
me
right.
that I'm not allowed to disengage.
Look at what did I just say? What did I just say? Man, I know what I'm talking about, bro.
If I don't start grappling, I'm gonna get disqualified.
All right.
And now, my opponent refuses to even stand up. I doubt this is what the ancient samurai warriors had in mind when they invented jiu-jitsu.
I mean, honestly, dude, it's a BJJ competition, man. Like, you don't have to stand up. You can butt scoot. It looks retarded. But at the same time, it's like, do not do that on the street. Do not sit on your butt. All right, samurai
Because it was
footage.
supposed to be a battlefield.
Yeah.
To Brazil. It became a
Oh,
sport.
that's Jean-Jacques Machado right there. ADCC champion.
And the
Jean-Jacques.
This is the exact same thing that happened to karate.
Karate's so garbage, bro. Karate's so trash. I'm skipping over this karate crap. Karate is one of those martial arts where, like, it is good if you are a gym owner, because that shit is bullshit. Like, yo, half that stuff doesn't even work. Why do you have 12-year-old black belts, bro? What could they do? They haven't even hit their puberty yet. They haven't even hit their grown woman or grown man strength yet. Like, what are we doing? Why are you promoting that? Why do kids have black belts? That makes no sense. Basically, according to the timelines of things, because I'm a purple belt, I've been training for almost 9 years, I would be considered a black belt in other martial arts, probably a freaking first degree Dan in some other black belts, because that's how fast they promote people. And, you know, promotions are also monetarily motivated. So let me come on, rant. All right, still
So now
sitting down.
I'm left with no other choice but to finish the fight.
All right, he
It's
comes
time
in.
to put the martial
Was he trying to come up? He should just wrestle up from there, bro. He's just playing.
back in martial arts.
Okay, he about to put himself in guard. Mount.
This was
Butterfly
not part of
hooks.
the plan, so I have to find a way to
Okay.
win. Luckily, my opponent gives me his leg, so I try to break it. But the
That is
referee
the weirdest, weakest ankle lock I've ever seen. What are you even doing? You're not even attacking the Achilles, bruh.
tells me I'm not allowed to do that.
He might be trying to do an Aoki lock, which is kind of like a heel hook in a way. You can put a lot of pressure on the knee, but also the ankle will break first. And that white belts are not allowed to do knee manipulation locks like that. Just straight ankles.
So I have to let go. I'm trying my
Okay,
best to
backstab.
avoid my opponent's attacks.
He's
But I'm
reverting.
afraid that if I'm too passive, I will get disqualified.
What's he gonna do? The dude just sits down.
I'm left
No
with
plan.
No other choice but to go down to the.
Do you see how easy that was? White belts. And blue belts. This is why you get your guard pass. When you are pulling guard like that, this guy is easily just gonna jump over your knees. Jump over your freaking knees. Man, what we doing here, bruh?
ground.
All right, no way. No way you let this man get a freaking hand in your collar like that. And he's cinching it up. Oh my God, you let him open your collar, slip his hand in, and then start feeding it deeper and deeper, and you ain't gonna defend that? Like, you ain't trying to block, you ain't trying to do nothing? You ain't trying to get to your side, you just laying flat on your back. Who am I critiquing here? Am I critiquing the guy on top or the guy on bottom? I'm critiquing everybody. But yo, why you let the
I know exactly what to
look at
do.
this? I'm not really sure what the heck he's doing. Is he trying to pull off an Ezekiel? What? You didn't even try to escape. You didn't try to fight the hands. You didn't try to push on the hips. You didn't try to get to your side. You didn't try to go to turtle. You didn't try to stand up. You ain't try to do nothing. You let this guy literally jump over your knees, mount you, and put you in like this Ezekiel choke, I think. But he had his hand in the collar, so there might be like a modified paper cutter but you can hurt your wrist doing that. I don't know. I don't know what his grip was. Okay, that's weird. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what choke this actually is. I think this guy on bottom just tapped in some bullshit. So this guy has a full grip in here on his collar, right there. He brings his arm over the throat and then he hugs the head. I guess I could be like on the throat a little bit, but I don't think it was like a blood choke. I have to go try that because that looks off. It's not a punch choke. It's not an Ezekiel choke. I don't know if it was like, because he didn't grab the other collar either. I don't know. That grip is weird. Let me look at that again. Look at that one more time. All right. So his right arm is under the guy's head, and his hands were at the elbow, and the guy's head's turned to his left. Then the other guy's left hand is in the collar, but also crushing on his throat. So I'm not really sure. This guy could have easily escaped this. All he had to do was literally push on the elbow. Push on this elbow right here just to like get it up or do something or even get to a side. Because like there is literally no actual thing holding him down for real. I mean, you have the collar and you guys under his head, but the guy on the bottom's not making any connection. He's not cinching that thing up. It's sort of open. Like this part right here is mad open. I mean, he could have rolled. He could have did something. I honestly think that was more of a crush on the throat. I don't see how that's a choke. My man looked defeated. He just got beat by a guy that literally said,
just like that,
jiu-jitsu doesn't work.
Point. Because no matter what martial art we practice, it's important that we don't lose sight of its original purpose.
If he would have just stood up, that would never have happened.
All right, bruh. Let me see. What is this?
Job is to take a suspect down to the ground and put.
All right, guys. I'm done. That was crazy. Interesting video. So I will say there is some truth to some of the stuff he was saying, where if you do just stand up, you know, in some instances you can just literally get away from a jiu-jitsu guy because you're not playing jiu-jitsu at that point. I think Derek Lewis said, you know, to stand up, right? That holds some truth. Depending on certain positions, you can just stand up. But if you're like a big guy like Derek Lewis, you can literally stand up out of anything, like honestly, and it's not gonna matter because that guy's gigantic. But I will say, let me just say this: if you don't want to play jiu-jitsu and you just keep standing up, that's a strong argument. But it is also an argument to where if I grab you and you can't stand up, you're fucked. Because you don't know anything how to escape, you don't know any techniques how to even get up. You can't do anything against that. So the thing is like you can just stand up on a guy who might not know what he's doing, or let's say you might be like equal in like, you know, technical ability. But if you get like a black belt and you try to just stand up, you might be able to stand up maybe once or twice. But then he's going to figure out, oh, this guy's trying to stand up here. I'm just going to grab his leg. I'm going to hook here. I'm going to grab here. I'm going to pin here. I'm going to put foot stomp here. I'm going to knee placement here to prevent you from rolling, twisting, trying to get up. Because you need to move your hips. You got to get your legs underneath you to do that. So I just take out some of your legs, immobilize your hips, and now you can't get off the ground. All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that video about this guy who entered a jiu-jitsu tournament to prove that it doesn't work. There's some truth to it. But other than that, do whatever you want to do to make yourself happy in this jiu-jitsu game, man. Whether you want to play jiu-jitsu or you want to go to a competition and just not do jiu-jitsu at all, which is kind of dumb. Like, what's the point of going to a jiu-jitsu competition to not do jiu-jitsu? I don't get it. But anyways, guys, hope you like the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I'm doing something new here. It's a new channel. And, yeah, man, if you guys want more content like this, comment below, like the video, share that thing, whatever you want to do. But anyways, I'm out. This is your favorite purple belt, Eric Abram. Once again, have a good one. Peace.